Last time I was on here, we spoke a lot about building those emotional connections with people when they land on your website, giving them a reason to trust you, a reason to relate to you. And those are all incredibly important. But when you take that same concept and you start looking at it with paid ads, you have a much smaller canvas in order to do this. And with that, you want to find some sort of verbiage that you can use to differentiate yourself really quickly. And the best way to do that is really a unique mechanism. So you start with the very broad topic of your unique value. And that could be anything from the type of people that you like to work with, the areas you serve, the practice areas that you have. So end of the day, your unique value tends to be very similar to a lot of the other law firms in your area. You can find some cool taglines or things like that. But all in all, it's you that they're buying. And so you got to find something special about you. And a unique mechanism is actually just putting a title on the special way that you operate. Probably the most famous example of a unique mechanism is P90X. There's a million different workout options out there. You could, do jazzercise, you could do Pilates, you could do, CrossFit. But what P90X did is when they came into the market, they introduced this idea of muscle confusion. Now they made it sound like this is a brand new thing, right? Oh, now optimize your body using muscle confusion. But really, fitness has been doing that for years and years. It's why you don't do leg a day back to back, because then you walk around like you got jelly holding you up. It's the same idea. But by them pushing this concept as a brand new thing that they created, they invented, they brought to the market, it really allowed them to take a huge, huge market share in short order. How a law firm could do this would be introducing your specific way of dealing with clients. And that can be anything from the onboarding process, the intake process of, hey, truly understand your case with the attorney A masterclass onboarding, or the, really whatever you can use to define something special about you. We use one for one of our law firms that we just called the Drake difference. It's we talked about Drake last time. He's an awesome guy. He's one of my favorite clients. And I talk to him like every week. So having that level of communication with your marketer is also very, very helpful. They can get to know you very well and come up with these things like the Drake difference. So what's cool about that is one of the major complaints that you get as a law firm is they weren't communicating with me enough. They weren't, I wasn't informed of my case. I didn't know where it stood, things like that. So the Drake difference is you get a text message every 3 days on your case, no matter what, just to let you know where it is. One, it shows that internally they're holding themselves accountable, being sure that all their cases are progressing. Externally, you can imagine the immediate objection handling on like, should I work with this attorney? I see, maybe a negative review that mentions he never got back to me. But now when you have the Drake difference where I'm updated on my case every 3 days, that's fantastic. That's something that not a whole lot of other attorneys are doing. Now, there's programming, there's third-party software, there's resources that you can do in order to do this outside of maybe an internal process where somebody's doing this manually. But just by instituting it and advertising it as something new and different in the industry, his ads started performing about twice as well as they were before. You can tell people all day, we've recovered 250 million for our clients. But if you tell people we've recovered 250 million using or because of the Drake difference, and now you've piqued a little curiosity, a little intrigue into it, and it's just text that's going on an already standard display ad where, what would you put there anyway? It would have just been an image. So now you're using that room in a way that's building intrigue and building curiosity. And curiosity is one of the major things that converts. We like to choose people that we think is going to push us to the next level. And whether they can or not, that's yet to be determined. But that curiosity is going to push them that extra step to make the contact.